Welcome to the Transformers War for Cybertron Figures Tier List Live. I am Anthony from Asian Games, and today we're going to rank the Kingdom figures from the lowest ranking of F to the highest ranking of S to determine which are the worst and which are the best. From Core to Titan, who will win? Before we begin, we would like to thank TF Wiki for these images. If you want to create your own tier list, check out the tier maker URL in this video's description and share your tier list URL with us in the comments. Now, let us have our panelists introduce themselves. So first off, Gothbot is here, live from the most eastern coast of Canada, in the future, mind you. Tell us about yourself and your channel.
Not just the most eastern part of Canada, most eastern point in all of North America. Huh? A little bit about geography there. I mean, not much to say. I'm kind of around everywhere. People know that I'm the guy who looks after my wallet and yours. I'm the one who complains when there's something to complain about. And I'm the one who gives credit when there's something to give credit about. You know, I'm on Twitter and I'm on Instagram, and I don't ask what the addresses are. If you look up Gothbot, you'll find it. I've actually Googled my name, and there's some company or something. But more than that, all of my links come up. I'm an easy dude to find.
So Gothbot is easy. Danny, your turn.
I'm easy too, because I'm on the West Coast, baby.
Okay, West Coast.
So yeah, if you just Danny Dalton on YouTube and most of the internet, you can see me and my wonderful face all over there. I'd like to get back into doing some YouTube stuff. I had to switch jobs. I lost my job at the GameStop. They actually shut the store down. So I've been in a little flux of, trying to figure stuff out. But yeah, I'm on the right track, and yeah, happy to be here. Happy to be with everyone. Hey. Except you, no one.
Okay, and to our moderator input, please keep it family friendly in the comments.
That's right, folks. I am the in-PUT, the one, the only, the input, the lover of all, the hater of dolphins, and just like Gothbot, I am the most honest reviewer out there. You guys can find me right here on the YouTubes, over on my channel. That's Inputs Toy Reviews and Customs, where you guys can see me make awesome Transformer customs of any kind, my own creation, your creation, or Hasbro's creation that they refuse to make modern day versions of. Doesn't really matter. As long as it involves an airbrush, I'm probably going to be doing it. And you guys can find me on Instagram under in-put. And if you guys love stop motion like I do, then you guys can find my stop motion channel. That's in-put 2.0, one word, where I've got all kinds of crazy stop motion things happening, especially my upcoming series titled Transformers Yellow Jacket, the sequel to my Deep Cover series. That's where you guys can find me.
Okay. Up next is Razzle Kane, who got some big news. Go ahead and tell everybody and tell them about your channel.
Thank God I have this big news to follow up after that introduction. Like this way, he's the master of introduction. But tomorrow at 4 p.m., I will be interviewing John Machida Jr., the voice of Blur from the 86 movie. So this is going to be where I peak as a YouTuber. After that, it's downhill, unless I get other actors. So, but yeah, I've been YouTubing for a year and a half now. Not even. And I do voice actor spotlight because War for Cybertron, the line we're about to review, the show was so terrible for the voice acting that I decided to show people the good voice acting that we had when we were kids. So far it's been pretty good, and steady, slow climb. And yeah, and I do also toy review, toy hacks, a couple live streams here and there. But I'm glad to be here participating with everyone.
Okay, TFA, your turn.
Ball Weep, Grognar Weep, Nitty Bong, TF Addicts, or new TF Addicts in this case. TFA 1024, the TF Addict here. You can find me on Instagram and YouTube. I am an aspiring TF content creator. I've had my YouTube channel since May of 2019 or 2014. Currently marked a 10-year anniversary of its creation. I do stop motion. Occasionally I try to do toy reviews, but I've been kind of just not feeling anything. Did I mention I suffer from mental illnesses? Because that kind of contributes to that ongoing up and down slope. So hopefully you like what I like. I got a new stop motion movie heavily inspired by mental illness, as well as other aspects of my personal life, called Transformers Divided Mind, featuring Punch Counterpunch. It's going to be a dark, gritty stop motion. I keep forgetting to promote it, and I hope everyone's looking forward to that because it's a story that I want to tell, and I think it's one that deserves to be told.
Okay, so real quick, two things on the TF Reviewers YouTube channel. You can find the video coming up. It's pre-scheduled for Razzle Kane and his interview with John Machida Jr. Also, next month will be a live stream with TFA hosting from mental health wellness. I'm aware that mental health wellness month is this month, but scheduling. So next month he will be hosting that panel. So keep an eye on the TF Reviewers channel and is his channel for that. And I'm going to go real quick. The rules are simple. We will go around each panelist. We'll get to rank a figure. To assist the panelists, viewers may state their rankings in the comments. There are over 50 figures in this series, so everyone will have an opportunity to rank quite a few. By no means is this list complete, as some redundancies have been removed. In consideration for time, each panelist will have 3 objections. If there is an objection, we will rank the figures somewhere in the middle. So if one says S and one says C, we'll go A or B, and we'll see what the audience says. If there is an objection, I already said that. If any of the panelists have any objections remaining at the end, they will have the opportunity to use one of them to make a final change in Adam's ranking. If you watched last week's episode, that ended up being hilarious. So we're going to start.
I can't save all 3 till the end, hey?
You cannot save all 3 to the end.
Okay, so we have
you can save one at least. Yeah.
Objectively. Okay.
Yes. So we're going to go in order of the screen here on the left. So it'd be Gothbot, Danny, TFA, Razzle, and Input. So let's start with Gothbot. Of these figures on this list, which one would you like to rank?
Objection.
Of course, objection. First things first. Before I go, I did certainly watch the other two, and I really wished I was going to be there. And I got to say, I pretty much agree with most of the rankings, except in Siege. Dude, Jetfire. And this is the input. Dude, Jetfire is the benchmark for Commander. I'm sorry, he's the benchmark, and he should have been up an S. And I'm going to say this: in Earthrise, I pretty much agree with it. But that RC, I don't think she's a fail. But I don't think she's an A. As she is designed, she works fine. It's just how she's designed isn't good. Anyway, to Kate's point, I'm going to start with one controversial right away, and I'm going to get an objection on it.
Hold on. Maybe we should have like a follow-up stream after the stream for discussing the bad calls of everybody.
So hold on. Let me defend my decisions real quick from Gothbot, right? So just real quick, Jetfire is 2 shades or 3 shades of white. The white plastic, the white paint, and then the other type of plastic that they decided to use. He's 3 different shades of white. That to me is ridiculous. I mean,
but when you compare it to the other 2 commanders we've got, he's the benchmark.
I disagree. I think Skylynx is the benchmark for it.
Skylynx had the best size for sure and the best look, but he is surprisingly simple. I think he's tremendous. Don't get me wrong, but he's surprised. Like his engineering is surprisingly simple. So the reason that I like him is because of the man. Anyway, we're off topic, man. Defend. Well, you know what? You don't have to defend the RC. I mean, when we done the countdown of top 10 RCs last week, I mean, the Earthrise actually came in quite high. So a lot of people do agree with you.
Yeah.
I prefer the Thrilling 30, but I get the argument for the Earthrise. It's just I would have put her more C, maybe D. I wouldn't have put her as high as what you put her as all.
No, and everyone's entitled to their opinion on it. And I knew when I said that, I knew there was going to be a backlash from here to eternity for it. I knew it.
And you're hearing it now. But this is a segue that it requires a after episode, like we'll have Danny host, and it'll just be you two arguing
today.
I heard you shaking your head. Like, no,
I'm going to start with a controversial call.
Okay,
you ready? You ready?
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to start with Kingdom Tracks, and I'm going to put Tracks in B. And I'm going to tell you why. And I'm going to tell you why I'm putting Tracks in B.
Okay.
Because my Tracks has 0 issues. Not one, nothing. My Tracks is exactly how that was designed to work. The legs are not loose. The legs don't come apart. They tab in. The arms are fine. The transformation is fine. I haven't had any breakage. I haven't had any color change. My Tracks though I know it's the minority, my tracks has been absolutely flawless. Now, I can't say the same about Road Rage. So, but for tracks, with my experience, and you can call it minority if you want, I got to put it in B because mine worked exactly how it was designed to work.
Well, it's also a matter of your mileage may vary per each copy, but
That's true.
it's still justifiable regardless. I agree with B.
Okay, Danny, go ahead and pick a figure.
Yeah, it's a little tough. I hate all these toys.
Ooh.
But,
Well, you and Sandwich should join a club of Transformers haters, okay?
But if I have to, no, I don't know. It's crazy. I'd say the Soundwave because, like, I don't know, it made me feel really good having it because, like, no one else had it, and I don't know. I'd probably put him in an A or an S. I know people maybe A just because people couldn't get him, maybe, but
He's shell forming like crazy down here.
Oh, really?
Oh, I can't find him here, but
yeah,
I
like
look like I got one.
50 right now on eBay, but
Him and Dracodon, the green vertebrae repaint.
Oh, that's the core one, yeah.
Dracodon is shell forming here.
But
Yeah.
is this the core
Pretty
one?
cool.
Oh, this is the core one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Piece of shit. I mean,
Well, yeah, it's the core one because the other one was an exclusive to a different store, which is probably
Yeah.
going to be next week's
I
episode.
feel like I did that wrong. Ugh.
Which one do you want to do now?
Let's see.
C, 4-core class. Following along, kids?
She said C. There you go.
Okay. I heard it as a long like kind of joke thing, so I was like, "Are we serious?" Okay, so C's fine. Moving on. TFA, pick a figure.
I'm gonna go ahead and do Kingdom Galvatron.
Where are we going?
I'm really biased towards it, but I want to put it up in S.
It's a good figure.
It is.
I absolutely blew, like, my mind just got completely blown whenever, not only when the leak was out saying that we were getting a new leader Galvatron, but like after the attempt that was Titan's Return, they come out with this thing, and it's quite possibly the best modern Generation 1 inspired Galvatron we've ever got on mainline shelves.
I agree.
And of course, you know, obviously with Legacy now out, I mean, that clean look, gorgeous. I absolutely enjoy this. I have every repaint of this thing. The Generation 1 comics or toy color one, the
Reformatting one.
yeah, the reformatted one, and then also the Legacy one. So I have like 4 of this figure because I just love it that much.
Yeah,
I want to piggyback on that TFA real quick and say, now that we have damn near the most perfect G1 Chug Galvatron that we're ever going to get, I would love to see them go back and redo, what is it, the Universe one where he's a tank, like a deluxe class tank. Redo that one.
Should have been.
Yeah, and just make him the Voyager that he should have been.
You talking about the one from that Optimus 2-pack?
Was it the Radomus 2-pack? And he had that, and there was also a 3-pack where he was done in like clear purple with Cyclonus and.
Oh, you mean that universe? See, I always get confused because Classics Universe, they always clash. I thought you were talking about that 2-pack with the Ultimate Transformers Ultimate Battle with the G1 Optimus and that G2 looking Megatron.
No. I'm talking about the tank Galvatron from.
Yeah, no, that one, dude, that would be such a good IDW release because he actually does look significantly like that in the comics, and I would love that out of Voyager class.
He never should have been. He's an example. He's a perfect example of the engineering was too big for the size class to release it in. It was Voyager engineering that they shrunk down to deluxe class. We've seen it a bunch of times with like Studio Series Bumblebees, right? Like a lot of times, like the engineering is great, but you tried to jam it into deluxe class, right?
Yeah, and now with the prices going up, going more towards engineering, maybe there's a possibility that we could get that Galvatron redone. But
I hope so. I really do.
Kingdom Galvatron at S, absolutely.
Okay. Razz, your turn. And by the way, I put all the cores right here, so there's no confusion.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, I see that. And you did that with like the deluxes and stuff too, didn't you?
No, but I mean, I can really easily.
It's not as bad.
I'm not gonna lie. I find this really small. I can't see none of that.
Full screen
I'm old and blind. Remember?
Full screen it if you can.
I am actually. I have the actual like wiki list up of.
I see that you have Artfire in there.
Yeah, I was going to mention that. I mean, he's a
Yeah,
again,
if Wiki TF Wiki said it was part of this series, it's part of that series. Like here is the toy accurate Galvatron right here.
Yeah, it's part of that.
All right, so my pick is gonna be Canadian Inferno in S.
Nice.
Wouldn't it be Japanese Inferno?
No, he's Canadian
This
colors.
guy is. I actually have the Toy Hacks decals for him, and look at those windows. It's a freaking zoom crap. Anyway, he's a fantastic figure. Cyclonus got the nightstick, but he's fantastic.
I use the nightstick as
probably the best
I like that
use of
spell
them
shading
all.
on the window. That looks gorgeous.
And he's Canadian. So, yeah, Canadian Inferno, definitely one of the best, well, I guess Kingdom or Gen Select, but I don't understand why he didn't sold out quicker than that. I knew nothing of the character, and I fell in love with the toy color, and I just had to pick him up. And the transformation is fun. It's a proven mold already. Everybody loved Inferno. Everybody loved Grapple. And the fact that he came with a little Target Master, it's always a bonus. And so that's, to me, that's one of my top figure for this line.
Input.
All right. I think I'm going to go with a controversial choice here.
Come on, RC and B guy.
I really do like the engineering on this figure. I do like the way the figure came out, the way it looked in both modes. I'm going to take Black Arachnia.
Yeah.
Second row right there. I'm going to put her in A. I think she was done really, really well.
I agree.
Did anybody I took
love-
the toy accurate figure and switched the spider legs.
I love the real life
The last-
spider animal aesthetic that they went for with the Beast Wars
Yeah,
character.
same here.
Plus, I also love spiders, so I would have loved it if they like did some Generation Select stuff. Like they could have done like a Universe Crystal Widow. I would love that.
That would have been cool.
Gothbot.
I'm sure they will here eventually.
Let's see. My turn.
Wait,
huh?
Anthony, you don't get a pick?
No.
Oh, okay.
We don't want Anthony's opinion.
We don't get a pick.
I
Anthony.
am doing like multiple things at the same time. To also do that would just be a little too much.
Okay. So is it my turn or not my turn?
It's Gothbot.
Yeah,
Okay.
go
All
for it.
right. So I'm gonna take. Let's see. What will I take? I'm gonna take Air Razor and put her up in A.
Yep.
Love her. Absolutely love her. When my wife, who is only say passing, when she can look at something and say it with this inflection, she's beautiful. Then that tells me all I need to know. And I know some people have said like there were some QC issues. Again, I don't know what you're doing when you move your wings or whatever, because people are like, I broke the wing up. What are you doing? Because I don't have a stress mark. I don't have a nothing. And I promise you, I've transformed her hundreds of times because I love her that much.
Yeah, she's fun.
She's fun
she's
and she is beautiful.
She's done really well. And honestly, the way they even did the robot or the beast mode, the way it hides a lot of the robot kibble and stuff, and it's just done with like that optical illusion. It's done really well.
Yeah.
Plus,
and
the transformation that she does is actually fairly close to how she actually transformed to the show with some new elements. So that's also a bonus.
Yep.
Did you guys see Lizzie Eyebrow's stop motion animation of her?
Mm-hmm.
She can fly like crazy. Like the wing flapping is awesome on that girl. She's
Yeah,
the
they put a
goddess of
lot
my
of heart
collection.
into
I
this
absolutely
one.
adore this figure.
I think there's like 4 joints in each wing, so
Yeah,
it makes it
something like
really
that.
fluid. But on to Danny. Go ahead and pick.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Megatron, like the dinosaur. I think I'll put him in A. But the thing is, like, I loved it to death, but just the material it's made of, I feel like it could break maybe eventually.
Plastic.
But I think it's fantastic. I love Barney. I love purple dinosaurs. That was my era. That was my gig. That was my jam. So I love it. I think it's pretty decent.
Agreed.
My name is not Marty. It's Megatron.
Yes. But yeah, I just great figure.
Hey, TFA.
I'm gonna go ahead and go with Paleotrex, one of the fossilizers, second row at the far end. And I want to put that thing up at S.
Nice.
The weaponizers were such a cool thing to be introduced into Siege, and then the modulators, which were basically the Micromaster bases from like the late 80s, were introduced, and they also became armor for other characters. This concept is completely, to my knowledge, completely brand new for the aesthetic of Transformers. The fact that it takes place back in like the prehistoric period, and these guys are supposedly filled with like primordial energy that can also split apart and also become like Stone Age-esque weapons for already existing Cybertronians as well as our Beast Wars characters. That's genius. And then also Mark Mayer even said it's like if you have Paleotrex, Ractonite, and Wingfinger, you can make a fossilizer combiner. So there's a lot of play value to it.
And I want to say this about those fossilizers. I feel like it's a joke on that whole scene between Beast Megatron and Dinobot, where Beast Megatron's like, "What's a stick gonna do against or what are you gonna do with a stick against a transmetal?" And Dinobot says, "Improvise," and he makes the hammer. Like he slams it on the stone. Yeah. The fossilizers just feel like a joke on that entire line, and I don't mean that like in a bad way. It's just like they made a joke out of it and kind of ran with it,
And it works. Plus, the other reason I love these fossilizers is because I managed to make a spider out of 2 of each of the first 3 I mentioned.
And Transformers fans always say, "Give us something new. Give us something." They gave you something new, so maybe we should support something new. As part of the fossil, like I love them. Right now, I currently have 5 of them put together as my pseudo Onyx Prime.
Ooh, I didn't even think of that.
Right now, I got to adjust it a lot more yet, and I'd like to have a couple more. To be honest with you, I think that they're so grossly underrated. I totally agree with everything you guys said. Go figure.
Okay.
I might have some sitting in a box for you, Gothbot, if you just get with me on Instagram or whatever, and tell me which ones you need. I might have some of the molds.
Okay. Razz.
Yeah, I'm gonna get lapidated, but I'm gonna put Transmutate in F.
Oh,
she is the worst representation of that awesome character, the most disappointing look of this character. She should not have been a fossilizer. She should have been in the RED line. She's one of those that doesn't transform and doesn't need to transform. Yes, the color were great. The face sculpt was good. Everything else was for me. So go ahead, object.
Nope.
I hate that figure.
They all want her to die.
That figure doesn't at the last minute though. They're just like, we're making some bone guys. Oh, let's just throw Transmutate in there.
I like it as building pieces, but as a Transmutate, I agree. Yeah, like if another one came out like in the red line, I'd be like, okay, so this Transmutate is just going to be building pieces for something else. I think red is. I think you're right. I think red is exactly where that belongs.
It's a nice color though. I do like this color.
It is a nice color. Yeah.
Input.
All right, let's
okay.
Let's take core class Megatron there. I'm gonna put him up in A. He landed in
D now.
Yeah, he landed. There you go. Put him in A, and it's mainly because we get the Siege Megatron, and then we get Earthrise Megatron, and both figures suck. And then we get core class Megatron, and this one does everything right. Better engineering, better looking figure all the way around, and it's at a $10 price point.
I like my Siege. I never had a problem with it.
Yeah, I think I'm good with that.
Gothbot.
Let's see if I can do something else a little more controversial here. I'm gonna take Radomus Prime, and I think a lot of people are gonna be shocked with this. I'm gonna put Radomus up in S, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Oh, yeah.
Even though if you saw my review, I said he was barely, and I mean barely, commander class. And I said there, you can't lose 1 more gram of plastic, you can't lose 1 more piece of paint, then it's not commander class. So why would I put something that I said that about up an S? Here's why. 1, when people complain about the trailer not closing, you're not doing it right, because the trailer does close, but you got to make sure that everything is in there, and I mean just perfect. I have had, again, at first I was having the same issue with the trailer, and then I really started studying it and fiddling with it and making sure that everything was in, every micrometer, every possible millimeter that could be in. And when you do all of that, the trailer goes together just fine.
Yep.
I do think that the tires should have been painted in, but here's why I put it in S. Because I hated the Power of the Primes one so much. I am not a fan, as everybody knows, of the Studio Series 86 Hot Rod. I don't think that was well done. I think it's a passable deluxe. It's nothing Voyager. And I've never been a fan of the character of Radomus Prime. And while this definitely is stylized and definitely is old man Radomus, I look at this and I think to myself, you know what? He feels like a leader, like he feels like a faction leader. He feels like a grizzled veteran. He feels like someone I would follow in the battle. It's the first time in almost 40 years that I gave a crap about Radomus Prime. Any iteration of Radomus Prime. And if a figure can elicit that sort of response from someone who's been a fan for almost 40 years and couldn't stand the character to all of a sudden now like the character, how can that be a figure?
Okay, Danny.
I don't know. I'm just confused.
Okay, Gothbot. Holy crap.
I don't know. I'll just do an easy one. Like Cyclonus, I really liked. Probably S. I mean, it seems almost near perfect to me. I mean, some people told me they don't like it. So, I mean.
Well, those people are called dumb.
Yeah, someone's
Actually,
like, oh, I like the Titans, which are.
I wanted to put Cyclonus in S, and now I don't think I would be able to if I was the one picking Cyclonus because it's yellowing.
It is? Yours is?
Yep. And a lot of people are yellowing badly.
Zero yellow on anything.
The very upper hips are yellowing, and the fists are yellowing, and on the bicep, not the painted part, but the plastic part is yellowing, and the neck piece is yellowing.
But Gothbot, all you got to do to fix that problem is give Hasbro some more money for their reissue.
Yeah.
To be fair, we were kind of in the middle of a pandemic. I know I've said that every episode, but that's honestly...
There is no excuse. If you're in the middle of a pandemic, then here's what you do. Either you hire someone in the country to do your QC instead of neglecting to do it, like a garbage company, or you don't change plastic suppliers mid-pandemic when you cannot check the quality of the materials being used. It was a failure by the company cheaping out.
Yeah.
Okay, so going back to Danny.
Mine looks like it actually has some yellow on it. I just looked at it. I put it in A then or something.
I would say A. Like I would have put it in S, but now I'm like, it's still
put it in A.
Oh, we're gonna do that. Okay.
Well, but hold on. I want to say this. I do want to say this about Hasbro and their reissues and stuff. While I agree with TFA I agree with both you guys to a certain degree. Okay. My main issue with it is they came out and they said they knew about the QC problems and they still decided to raise their prices and then start doing the reissues and all that stuff. They should have just, for the last 3 years, they've made billions of dollars upon billions of dollars. They could have easily, record profits for 3 years in a row. They could have easily not increased their price increases. They could have decreased their price back down to say $25 a Voyager and then started re-releasing these things. So it's an easier pill to swallow. The argument would be real simple. Yeah, I know it's yellowing, but they dropped their price. Not only would that be good for them because more of those figures would be sold, but it would also be essentially them apologizing for their screw up, right? Yeah. So I think that would have been the best way to handle that. And so that's all I wanted to say on it. That's it.
Yeah. Okay, TFA, your turn.
I'm gonna go ahead and do the arc, and I'm gonna put that also up at S.
Really?
I enjoy that thing a lot. Plus, it was one of the very first transforming arcs we've got. I mean, we never got animated Omega Supreme, so can't really say anything there. We got a transforming Arc, but it didn't turn into a robot, which was the Dark of the Moon Cyberverse playset. This is the first time the Arc has ever really gotten like an official transforming toy. The closest we've ever really gotten to like Arc toys was like the Titanium 2007 little diecast figure, and then like a bunch of other like little ships, but that's remotely it.
But is this truly superior? A superior product? Because isn't that what S represents? Superior?
Well, you have you can use your objections, Gothbot. If you disagree,
I don't think I need to object to it. I'm just curious if you really think it's superior is all.
To me, yeah, I mean, it hits a lot of personal notes that I didn't think that would even be possible on this. Like, for example, his head alone, let alone his robot mode, is based on the last Autobot from the Marvel comics, which is something I didn't even know about until I started reading the G1 comics. So I got to give him props there. Transformation is fun.
I do want to ask this question about that. The mainframe is, I know he turns into Teletran 1 and he's all orange because of the, Teletran's orange, Autobot orange. I get that. But is his robot mode incorporated into Teletran at all? Or is it just this giant backpack thing that he has on it that's Teletran?
Because isn't his backpack thing...
he's kind of incorporated. His legs are, certainly.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's kind of incorporated. It's not like just, he transforms, folds away, and then Teletran's hidden. It's literally some integration from Teletran 1 to Mainframe's robot mode is actually incorporated.
Okay.
I think it's the worst Titan though ever made, but
I was comparing it. The reason I was asking if it was superior is because I was doing like Danny. I was comparing it to the other Titans, and like it just doesn't have that playability features of the other Titan stuff, and it's not as big. And I've heard a lot of arms breaking off because of the Ratchet issue. It hasn't happened to mine, but I've heard of it, and a lot of people complain about the holes on the side. I don't know. I don't have anything against it. I
think it would be a fair argument if we were comparing, but for the sake of just speaking,
for the sake of the line,
like I would say for Kingdom alone, it's an S, in my personal opinion.
I don't think any of us are going to object, are we?
No, I don't.
My objections.
I'm with Soundwave in the chat though. I think the highest it could be was a B, but I mean that's just
I'm with Soundwave in the chat too. But
I will say this. I do wish that Mainframe was colored properly, and I don't mind the orange being there because that's why I was asking that if it incorporates into the Teletran, then I don't mind like the legs having to be orange or something like that. But I really think that the certain areas that should have been red, like his head should have been red. I'm sure that doesn't incorporate.
I mean, digital paint jobs exist in the Transformers universe, so if they really wanted to, they could have painted Mainframe's robot mode in his Action Master colors and then just left the Teletran parts alone.
Yeah, right. That's what I was getting at. Yeah.
Okay, so we're literally one fourth of the way done, and we're a half hour in, so we need to shorten the discussion a bit. Otherwise we're going to be here until Gothbot has to go back to work on Monday. So,
right.
Razz, I believe you're next, correct?
Yes. I'm gonna go with Kingdom's Sideswipe as a D.
Really?
D.
Hold on. Great mold. Reused plenty of time. It's great that I can put him next to Sunstreaker in alt mode, and they kind of look the same. But they took away a couple of the ports and everything so that you couldn't use the same upgrade kits for the spoiler and everything. And I think he was the fact that maybe that's not a good argument, but the fact that he came with Maximal Skywarp, I think that was a way for Hasbro to just sell more plastic that we don't need. And but I don't think he was that much different than the Siege mold. So as a Kingdom figure, I think he was just maybe not necessary.
See, funny, I would have said the other way around. I think the Siege one was unnecessary. I never bought any of them. I don't really like it. I don't like that Cybertron mode. This was the mode I was waiting for. Interesting.
Yeah, I say this doesn't belong in D, but I don't know if I'm objecting. But I feel like at least C or B. Like it's sleeker. It looks more like the other toy. But
here, Danny, let me pose this as if you think it's a B, it will end up in C.
Okay, I do then. That's what I do. I object because I don't like the Siege one because it's some spaceship bull crap. But I like
right.
Like I picture myself like.
Okay, Input, your turn.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I hope you guys are ready to light up this comment section because I'm going to grab Kingdom RC and I'm going to throw her up in A, baby. That's right.
Even
You're really trying to give her justice, aren't you?
I really am. She's a fantastic.
Well, like I'm obviously going to object to this and put it right down in D.
Okay, so we have her
hold
in A.
on. Hold on. How low do I have to score to get it in D? Do I have to score F to get it in D?
For getting it in D, you have to score it a Z, which we don't have as an option.
Is there like a W or something I can score it?
Well, if you say F, it'll end up at C. That's the lowest you can get.
That's the lowest you can get. Oh, well,
Yeah.
do that then. God, just do that.
And now
God,
can somebody else object to C to put her lower?
Can anybody?
I'll add a special G category just for Gothbot in the future, okay?
Nice.
But
I meant to object to, or I said I was going to object earlier to transmutate, but no one heard me, so I'll wait. But I'll object to RC.
Oh well, here, TFA, hold off on the objection for transmutate until the end.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That way you can just place her wherever you want.
RC.
Well, we already got an objection on RC, unless you're
You can't stack them.
I mean, you technically you could because it happened last week. But where are we talking though? If you were objecting to RC, are you telling me if you want her at A class, we should put her at B or S class, and then we have to go for a vote?
I'd like her lower if it's possible. Probably D.
Everyone would like her lower.
Okay, so what happens is if you wanted her, because so she's at C, you want F, so you want her back at D.
This is the issue with lazy all over again.
Hey, this ain't my fault. Hold on, this isn't my fault. This is Hasbro's fault
totally
for
your fault.
re-releasing this. No, Hasbro shouldn't have re-released this figure because if they wouldn't have re-released this figure, it wouldn't have been on this list, and it wouldn't have been thrown in A, and we wouldn't be having this argument. It's Hasbro's fault, 100%.
Okay, so FA, do you want to object, put F to put her back in D?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Wait, we can object. Okay.
I don't see her shell forming anywhere down here either. Like, so I don't know what's happening there. I know she's part of her vision case.
Yeah, come to Ottawa's Toys R Us. She's shell forming.
Okay, so right now, Gothbot has 2 objections left. Danny has 2 left. Input has 3. Razz has 3, and TFA has 2. So that was an interesting little whatever that was.
It was.
Mm-hmm. That was
I forgot who we left off with.
So it's now
Gothbot, isn't it?
That was input, right? So now it's Gothbot. So Gothbot pick somebody.
I'm gonna take the just the mainline Cheetor there, and I think that thing's off. Mine crumbled in 3 places and crumbled to bits. I got to put it down as an F. It fell to pieces. So I how can I put it anywhere but F since mine broke in 3 places?
Where?
The neck, the front, the right front paw, and one of the hips.
Oh, thank God I don't touch that thing. I only
crumbled a bit.
Netflix one.
I skipped them. I'm
I
waiting for Transmetal 2 Cheetor for my chug.
I was gonna I'd like to put it a bit higher, but I can't. I spent good money on it and it broke up. Like,
it is a disappointing figure too in its size. That's why I really didn't like it. I was like, just kind of junky.
Okay, Danny, your turn.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do red alert for B because, like I said, like
nice.
I just, that's the type of, it's the new. It's not the Siege one. I liked at the time, but this was just cleaner, and I liked it. So same as the Sideswipe kind of feel, I guess.
I'm gonna object. I'm gonna put him in D, so that he ends up in C.
Okay. There we go.
Because again, it's that. I think the siege mold was fine enough, but it just that upgrade didn't do it for me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, TFA.
Well, someone already took Black Arachnia, so I guess I'll do Scorponok.
And F, right?
Actually, I was gonna put him up in B.
What?
I'm biased towards arachnids, and I also actually really enjoy Scorponok for various reasons. As a figure, I think the engineering is adequate. The only thing I don't like is the fact that he's slightly stubby. The arachnid scorpion legs get kind of in the way, but if you find a way to like place them on his back in a certain order, it actually makes him look a little more cohesive.
This is Stinger Warrior,
and
far superior figure for Scorponok.
Hold on, I'm gonna object to Scorponok. I'm gonna put him in F. So wherever he lands.
Okay, so audience vote. Input wants to move Scorponok to F. So the choices are C and D. Please vote C or D to determine where Scorponok ends up.
I'm really hoping for D because I got that and I put it next to the original. And I've done a lot of custom of my original. Like Bacon actually sent me an extra claw and stuff. Like there was a lot of work put into my original to customize it. And when I got the Kingdom, I was like, this feels like crap. The plastic feels like crap. I can't transform it correctly. Like to get it back in robot mode, I don't know how people get the chest to stay together and stuff. I hope it goes to D.
My issue with that figure, if I'm being honest, it's the transformation into beast mode. The fact that his head doesn't fully go into his chest and then the chest close and then lay on, it's so lazy. It's just like,
I don't know. I've had people ask me like, which one should I get, the Kingdom or the reissue of the original? I'm like, clearly the reissue of the original.
That's what I mean. That's why that toy sucks, because when you look at the original to the old one is just like a master of plastic.
Yeah.
Okay, who did I leave off with?
What did we come up with?
Me.
So it's Razz's turn.
Okay, so yeah, it ended up with D. We had one C vote, so
right.
D. Okay, Razz, go ahead.
Okay, even though I'm going to get the Shattered Glass version whenever GameStop decides to have Shattered Glass again, I'm going to put the Kingdom Ultra Magnus mold in F.
Don't know it.
Oh, I wish I had an objection because I love that mold.
Don't know it.
Well, it's a good thing you don't.
Yeah.
This guy was just such a lame excuse of a remold. They removed the black guns. They, changed the trailer a little bit. They made the cab square, and the arms showed even more than the Siege version. So yeah, no, that was a waste of a remold.
I'll object to that.
TFA's objecting. Okay, where are we thinking? Where would you want it to be?
If I said B, he'd go in C, right?
Well, we have to vote for C or D because if you go 2 above or below, then it goes in the middle. But if you go more than that, then we have to vote.
Okay. I mean, I'd probably say probably C.
Okay, so it'll end up in D. So there we go.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I respect a lot of what Razz said. I don't think it deserves that much flack.
Okay, input.
All right.
Go get him.
I think I don't want to start a fight this round, so I'm gonna take Blaster, and I'm gonna put him in S.
Really? Okay.
Are you gonna object, Gothbot? Because these are fantastic.
I think I probably would have put it in like A or B, but I don't think I'm going to object.
I think Gothbot said it had the mask though, so
yeah, it does. It does. I'm not going to object to it.
I mean, it's also the first. Well, I'd say first modern, but it's our first like Generation 1 like Sunbow model inspired blaster in the last.
Yeah, no, it's all right. Everybody, I think that this is why I try to avoid reviews and stuff before I get something in hand, because this was another one of those examples where everybody said like, this is amazing, and I was so built up for it, and I was like, it's okay, it's all right, it's not amazing, it's all right.
That's the wonderful thing about opinions. People can agree or disagree, and it's okay.
Yeah.
Also,
like,
I'm not going to figures. Anyway, Gothbot.
I know a lot of people love it. So,
yeah, Gothbot.
My turn. Let's see. What am I going to do? Let's take Rhinox, and poor Rhinox. I don't know. Let's throw the guy in. Let's throw the guy in D and see what happens.
I'm okay with that.
I'm
good with that.
I'm not okay with that, but I'm not going to use an objection for it. Just
Yeah, I was going
kinda-
a bit between C and D, to be honest with you, but
He's
The
a good
weapons are-
display piece.
The weapons are kind of piss poor though.
yeah.
Yeah, well, I was like, I think Larkin or maybe,
It's Larkin.
yeah, Larkin has the newer, better cannons for it. No, it was my thought process was it's just you'll worry about the leg transformation, and I just keep them in beast mode. It's just a pain in the butt. Anyway, to Danny.
I don't know, maybe T-Rex and B, I guess, because like I really liked him, but he didn't have like the extreme love, like excitement that I had when I got the Megatron. Still,
Wasn't
I
he
like
a red
that.
card
I like that
exclusive?
purple though. That metallic purple was nice.
Was he a
yeah,
red card exclusive, or was he just a
Target
I
exclusive.
forget.
Yeah, Toys R Us Target.
Yeah, Target Toys R Us exclusive.
Okay, so
Yeah,
he
the mold
wasn't.
is good enough.
Okay, so he wasn't a red card exclusive. He was just regular.
You could
card.
get him early with the red card, but not exclusive. Yeah,
Yeah, but not like Road Rage.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. I always forget.
Road Rage was an red card exclusive, and then
Yeah.
it became Target exclusive.
Yeah.
You could find it in store.
Okay.
My turn. Oh, you think I'll talk about Road Rage, but I'm not. I'm gonna take Slammer. And yeah, there he is. No, wait.
Slammer.
No,
That's
Slammer.
Slammer.
That's like, wait,
No,
wait.
that's
no,
Huffer.
He's-
Slammer's the gray one. It was
Slammer.
in between the blue
Go
and
back
the
to
orange
go
one.
back to Huffer.
No,
He's not one of the truck. He's a
one
tank.
to the right of
Go to
Huffer.
the right.
Right of Huffer.
One.
To the
Go
right.
there. Yo, yep.
Right there.
Oh, okay. I'm like, oh, it's the one that goes with the Titan.
Metroplex.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I don't know why
throwing
my
that
brain
bad boy
farted. It was
up-
like Slammer, Puffer, Pipes. Oh, okay. Go ahead. Where do we want it?
I'm throwing him up in S. I kind of, again, I'm biased. Metroplex is my favorite Titan, so any component that we get for him is immediately an S in my book.
Same.
Yesterday, I was at a buyer, one of those stores where they buy stuff and resell them. Somebody came in with a G1 Metroplex and it included all of the minifigs. I was like, holy shit. Okay, the guy brought his entire G1 collection in to sell. And I'm looking at this guy going, oh my, like, I'm like, dude, I wish I would have known, because I think if I would have did a video of this guy's collection, oh my, so many people would love it. But go ahead, TFA. I cut you off, but it was just so rare to see just such a complete G1 collection and a guy just selling them all.
Reminds me of that episode of Pawn Stars.
Yeah, it's too bad he only probably just bought gas with the money.
Oh, this country. The reason I'm saying S for Slammer is because this is the first time Slammer has ever been given a robot mode. It looks like it would be like your everyday average auto trooper. They found a way to not only do both a robot and his tank mode, but they also made a way to give him a tower mode and still be a weaponizer. So in a way, he's our first deluxe like quad changer in a sense with everything that he can do. Plus, he is a absolute beautiful companion piece with Metroplex. I do wish he was kind of like a more vibrant white, but the gray kind of helps break it up a little bit more and makes it feel more like a city in tower mode, but it still works either way.
Yeah,
Rad.
it's hard to debate against that. Okay, what do we have left? Just quickly scanning.
Jay said that his Slammer had loose limbs, wouldn't stay together. Mine stays together.
I have a problem with a couple of
Mine is loose a little bit.
modulators or whatever that don't stay together. But anyway, Raz, go ahead and pick something.
Okay, I am going to pick. Man, it's hard. Let's go with Offer as a A. Best representation of that guy we've ever had. You can feel the pessimism oozing from this guy.
I
Love
agree.
him.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he's the leader of the Wreckers. Man.
Yeah, in some continuity.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
On Amazon.
Input.
So just to clarify my stop motion, I made Huffer the leader of the Wreckers. That's how much I like that Huffer figure. I hate Huffer as a character.
We're
That figure.
going to talk about that later. You got me curious now.
It's in my deep cover series. Let me
Which
see.
is awesome.
Okay. Let's take Rat Trap. Kingdom Rat Trap. Jesus. I'm just gonna say this before I place them anywhere. This is the issue with everything needing to be in scale for the community. F. That dude was not worth $10.
No,
not at all.
Also, there is no scale in Transformers at this point.
Not worth $18 here.
Yeah.
By the time taxes went in, he was $18 here. That's what I paid for it. And I was like, no.
Okay, Gothbot.
I'm gonna. What will I take? I'll take Pipes, and I'll throw him up an A as well. Why not?
Yep.
It is nice to see him finally.
Yeah, I mean, it's infinitely better than the Combiner Wars one. Right?
I feel like those Combiner Wars ones were going more for like a Cybertronian look, kind of like how Optimus did.
Well, what they were going for was a cheap cash grab with a new head from that Optimus mold. That's right. Let's call a spade a spade. It is what it is, right?
I mean, I look more towards things like based on character design and like universe stuff, but
yeah,
you do you.
Okay, Danny.
I'd say Waspinator maybe like B or C. I'm trying to figure that out because like I really like it. It's just
Do you want the audience to vote on which one they would rather have it in?
Yeah, I do. Actually.
Okay, so B or C, Waspinator. This is Danny's leaving the vote to you.
Yeah, because I really like it, but I know it has like the
B or
C.
C.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Why you never take Waspinator?
I tell you what it was that threw me off. The shape of the wasp eyes.
Yeah, and
robot mode on the chest.
Yeah, and the thickness of the legs in bug mode. Like
the legs, yeah.
Legs too. They stick out way too much.
Looks like
a way to compress them, but oh well.
Yeah.
Looks like a lot of people think B though.
Yeah, it's done up to B.
Let it be a B, I guess. B.
It is, B is in B.
Be a B.
Yep.
Oh.
Okay, TFA.
Still got a bit to go. I'm gonna go ahead and go with another fossilizer. I'm gonna go with Ractonite. And I'm gonna go ahead and stick him up at A.
I'm okay with this.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, Triceratops are cool.
Mm-hmm. Well, actually, he's a Styracosaurus. Anyway, I think for what they were going for with this particular design of a fossilizer, let alone a brand new character for the Transformers universe, which is still building upon new characters, I think they found a way to make it work rather well. The weapon modes are really cool. I like the fact that you can turn it into like a giant mallet with like spikes. And then the robot mode is a little weird, but fossilizers are weird itself. So, I mean, how can you complain?
All right.
Yeah. Razz.
I'm going to go with Pterosaur in B. Because he should have been a main line, not an exclusive. He has a good transformation. It's different enough from the Air Razor mold. Because you don't flip the head and everything. So there's difference. The wings are different. They're really good. The gun was nice. And, so I think he's not a masterpiece, but he's a good representation.
Yeah, my Pterosaur's wings come off. And I know like Larkin sells caps for them. I only want the caps. I don't need any of the extra weapons. I'm kind of like, eh.
Yeah, I wish I could buy from Larkin, but the shipping from Etsy is killing me up here. Like, I wanted to get the Rhinox gun, and it was a $4 piece, and they charged me like $10-12 shipping. So I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, Canada.
It's not realistic. It's not realistic. I hear you.
Yeah.
When the shipping is more than the item, it's like
it's a plastic piece. Put it in an envelope. Put a stamp on it.
That's right. Exactly.
Or a bubble mailer.
Input.
Let's see. You know what? I'm going to go with the figure that I planned on skipping and then ended up getting screwed into keeping. I'm going to go with Warpath. Now, because I got screwed into keeping him, I decided to open him and mess around with him. And he blew me away. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, holy crap. Okay, this is a pretty good figure.
Like
so
Cow and Bang perhaps blew you away? Kaplowy?
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, that's a dad
Yeah.
joke.
I'm gonna put him in B.
B, okay.
Yeah. Put him in B.
I'd go
He has
C,
an
but
elegant
I'm not gonna
transformation
check.
with a lot of folding panels.
You know what would be really cool to see for people who are into like really obscure repaints? Can we get like a GoBot repaint of him for Generation Selects?
Oh, please, yes. That'd be
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Don't even call it like GoBot's Warpath. Call him like Warzone or something.
I hate
Doesn't
the
he have a
character.
name? Isn't it like
Yeah,
Trax or
he
something?
does have a name. Yeah, I don't remember what his name is.
Like Retrax or something like that, TRAX or something like it got a name, right? It actually got a name.
I
Like
don't know. I only know
like Bug Bite has a name. He actually has a name. The green one actually has a name. I don't know what it is offhand though.
Okay, Gothbot.
Since we're on GoBots, I'm going to take Road Ranger. I guess like the other ones, throw it in A. Why not? The other copies of that mold are there.
So that's
Can't go
both
wrong
of
with the
them.
black repaint.
T-Fan page 101 says his name was Treads.
Trends. Yes, I knew something.
Okay.
T. Thank you. Yes, Trends.
That's a cool
Yeah.
name.
Brian is awesome.
Yeah, thank you, Brian.
Brian is a dope dude.
Okay, Danny.
I think Inferno. I think I'll put him in B, I guess, because like I really liked it, but I don't love Autobots to death in a way. But I liked it more than the Grapple because I had an G2 Inferno as a kid, so it meant a lot. Maybe more.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think
The
around
Canadian version was way better.
there. Yeah, Canadian jersey is sweet.
TFA.
I'm gonna keep the fossilizer train going. Wingfinger, and I think for this one, I'm probably gonna put it up at B. I think it's cool. I just think I know what they're trying to do. I'm all for it, but it's just a little too spindly.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
If you had put it higher, I would have objected, but I'm gonna go with a B. Yeah.
No.
Okay,
still
just
love him, though.
heads up though. We have everybody has 2 objections to set TFAs down to 1. So just put that out there.
All right.
Okay.
My turn.
Yep.
Maximal Skywarp F. Complete waste of a repaint.
I don't want to object, but I do want to say this was the first time in a U.S. market where a Japanese character from Beast Wars 2 was finally sold. So,
I mean, I have him because my parent bought me the set for Christmas.
aw.
But it's not. I'm happy for anybody who wants that figure, but I don't think he didn't blow me away like Air Razor did.
Yeah,
I mean, that's fair.
I got
Repaints are
him
always
too,
like
and I like him. I got him too, and I like him, but like he was unnecessary. If I never had him, I don't feel like I would miss anything, right?
Exactly.
I feel like that goes for many repaints. Like they're all hit or miss. I mean, I wasn't super excited about Skywarp, but like at the same time, I'm like, oh, cool, another Japanese character making it to U.S. market.
Yeah.
Who else can come?
Input.
Okay. I'm going to take
Sorry,
Jackpot
Brian.
right there. And I'm going to throw him down an F because he's
The head.
the 86 Jazz mold they used on him. I mean, don't get me wrong. I get it. I know he's been he started off in animated as a repaint from TFCC, as a repaint of that Jazz. So I get the Jazz reference here and why they would use that. But the head 86 Jazz is a terrible figure, terrible mold all the way around to begin with. And they went with it. They should have given him his own mold. And like I said, the head isn't even lined up.
No.
And people at Hasbro thought that was a good idea to ship that out to people.
I'm so sad too that they're using that mold for Knockout.
Same, yeah, me too. That
What a
killed
shame.
me on
But
that
it's
knockout
not
figure.
knockout. To me, that's not knockout.
It's based on the IDW2 reboot.
I'm actually looking for the RED one.
Okay. Gothbot.
Let's see. I'll take Vertebrake. Vertebrake's not taken yet, right?
No,
That's
I'll
the
take
small
Vertebrake
brown
and,
one.
it's over by Maximal Grimlock.
Yeah, I can't see none of that. That's not going to help. Nah, I don't know. I didn't really get much of the core. I just got her because I was like, hey, this is a core that I've never heard of, and it's a new character, and I like the fossilizer thing. I'll throw her B. She was all right. I mean, she's not stellar, but she was all right. She was fun.
Not even a fossilizer, apparently.
Well, I
Danny.
mean, apparently she's a fossilite, but yeah, I get it. B.
I'll put that Grimlock from the pack or whatever on C, I guess, because like I don't know,
That's
That's
Dinobot.
Dinobot.
yeah, I liked it. It's just
See,
like I like the robot mode. It doesn't look like the original toy, but I mean, there's something about it. I was like, oh, it's okay. I do like it in robot mode. The dinosaur mode just kind of looks hideous to me. But
And once again, the issue happens. Yellowing.
did it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the shoulders and also part of the tail.
Yeah.
It sucks.
What's that? Yellowing on who? Who was that? I'm sorry. I missed it.
Maximal Grimlock.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't looked at it. Is that yellowing? No,
And what's sad is like that figure, there are people who wanted that figure, the original figure, to be re-released, reissued, remade, whatever. So that figure was like a dream come true for a lot of people, and now it's got yellowing issues a year after it's released.
Okay, TFA, your turn.
I'm gonna keep the fossilizer, try and keep it going. Tricranius. And I'm sticking that one up in S mainly just because of the paint scheme. I love the molten lava paint. I love the molten lava paint scheme. That is
He is better, yeah.
Melted gummy worms at the best.
Also, all the blast effects weren't really necessary. I would have preferred weapons, but hey, it's cool, I guess.
Yeah. Razz.
I'm gonna get stoned, so Mirage in F.
No, I agree.
I think Lazy Eyebrow would agree with you as well.
I don't disagree.
That was
He's
terrible.
a go-kart. It's not an
just
F1.
that, but like the Autobot symbol didn't line up. The legs, for whatever reason, trying to transform them in like they're finicky.
Wait, that happened to yours?
Out.
That happened to yours?
Yeah. I skipped him because I have the classic or Legends Mirage with the Toy Hacks decals, and he looks fantastic. So nope.
Yeah, there's a lot of issues with that.
Input.
I'm gonna go with Core Class Hot Rod. And for a figure that feels like it should have been or it would have been released during, like, say, Titan's Return, I'm gonna put it in D.
I'm going to object.
Okay, where would you like it to go?
I'm gonna say S.
Okay, so it ends up in B.
Get the F out of here, really?
Yeah,
and I'm gonna give you one reason. My 4-year-old can pick up that guy, transform him, and have fun with it like crazy. Playability on this guy, that scale, and also Hot Rod really appeals because he watched Cyberverse. So Hot Rod really appeals to its target audience, which is young kids with a lot of energy that want to just go in, rush in, and bam. So yeah, this guy doesn't belong in D. I'm sorry.
I'm surprised he can transform it. To be honest with you,
he's actually.
I find it a very fiddly, finicky transformation.
Yeah, when I first
but he's good. I mean, you can't tab him properly sometimes on the top, but he's able, like he's able to transform the siege mode for Sideswipe and Sideswipe and Red Alert and all that. I got him the Netflix deep cover and Tiger Tracks. And but he's able to pick up that guy. He's not able to transform Megatron or Optimus because of some tabbing, but he's able to transform Hot Rod, and he's even able to put the tail fin properly. So, yep.
Okay.
Input.
That was my pick.
Oh,
sorry, I took over. I'm sorry, Input.
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh wait, no. Do we mean Input picked? Oh yeah, then Razz appealed. Okay, Gothbot, go ahead.
So where did Hot Rod end up landing? Like in C?
It ended up in B.
Oh, okay, B. All right. Let's see. I think there's only one core class left, isn't it? That being Dracodon.
There are 3 core class left.
Oh, the Starscream and the Optimus. Yeah, I don't know those molds, so it's no good for me. I didn't even get those. So I'll take Dracodon since that's the only other core class I really got any experience with. I don't know. Where did I throw Vertebrake?
In B.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
B2. Throw Dracodon in B2, I guess.
All right. Danny.
Let's take the whatever its name was, the Black Panther, and I'll just put it in D because, like I said, I don't like that Cheetor mold. It's kind of small, but I don't mind it in the Panther mode actually on that guy. But I just thought I don't even like the head sculpt. If it had the human face, I'd like it more actually. But
where's Beast War Ravage?
He would be in next week's episode because he's a store exclusive.
Yeah, Hasbro.
Okay.
Yeah. TFA.
I'm gonna go ahead and do Toy Color Galvatron 2. Again, S.
Yeah.
That
Did you apply the sticker?
What?
Did you apply the sticker on him?
No, I did not.
Me neither.
Neither.
I don't really care for stickers. I like the option for the G1 aesthetic, but I don't care. But I do love the fact that it came with the Marvel Comics Matrix, which I think is really cool. Or I'm sorry, the Creation Matrix.
Okay.
You can never go wrong with that mold.
Razz.
Okay, I'm going to pick Tigatron and put him in S.
Regular or mutant Tigatron?
No, regular. Because
I think I'm going to object to that. I'm feeling more like a C.
Okay.
He was okay. I don't know why he won Toy of the Year. It's nothing spectacular. Plus, he's another one that's known to yellow.
But when
Okay,
you look at him
so
too long, you can hear the voice actor talk.
So Razz puts Tagatron at S. Gothbot says he wants it at C. So audience vote A or B. Where do you want Tagatron? A or B? And go ahead and continue your thought, Razz. I didn't mean to cut you off. I just want to give him time to
No, it's cool. No, but he's that character means a lot to me, so I'm a little biased because of him. I bought like tons of White Tiger statues, posters, paintings, and it's all at my sister's place now. But yeah, I love that guy. So to me, and yeah, so yeah, the chat here.
I might be biased the other way because before I ever got it, I heard before it was even released here, I heard it's won Toy of the Year. I'm like, really? Sure, it's not even out here yet. How did it win Toy of the Year? So I was built up for something that was going to be the level of Toy of the Year. Like it got to be that good, and that's not what I got. What I got was an okay Tigatron.
So we have 4 A's, 2 B's, so it ends up in A.
All right, we'll throw it in A then.
Thank you, chat.
So disappointed. It's input next, right?
Yep.
People are pleased too easily. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm gonna take, since I've got a second chance at this, I'm gonna take Road Rage. I'm gonna drop it in F.
Oh damn! See, Road Rage was better for me than Trax was.
All the way around for me. I'm with input.
I enjoy her.
I'm not going to debate.
My Road Rage tabs together. It stays perfectly fine and everything. The tracks that I got sent to do a custom on does not tab together or anything else, right? So I had both figures sitting here experienced at the same exact time, same moment, and Road Rage stays together. But with all that said, I feel like the legs are over-engineered, and I just really think that the bot mode it's okay at best, but they had the same problems with the Masterpiece tracks, right? So this is something I don't understand is people don't like that figure because you can see straight through its middle. Like if you hold it on the side, it's like a tunnel going through a transformer. This figure has the same issue. And then on top of that, you've got the peg, how the backpack gets pegged in onto the back, and it's just messy all the way around, I feel like. So
I feel like because there's 2 copies of this, I feel like if everything works the way it's designed to work, then it's good. And maybe 1 copy of this mold, for example, should be up high. But I am also keenly aware that there's a ton of QC issues with it. So maybe the other character, like I put tracks high now, Road Rage is low. But like if you reverse that and somebody put like the Road Rage high because it works fine for them and the tracks low, like I think it's interchangeable depending on your mileage varying with the mold, right?
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree with that. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I forgot where I left off. I got distracted.
It's Gothbot's turn.
Yeah.
Okay, cool beans.
I'll take my boy, I guess, Wheeljack. Because nobody took him yet, right?
No.
No, he's still down there.
Where was he put when the Earthrise one was done?
Oh,
Who knows?
Because I know I'm biased to Wheeljack. He's my boy. So I my heart says S because it's Wheeljack, but I kind of want to be in line. I don't like. I feel like he was more middle of the road when it came to something like Earthrise. So like I'll throw him in B because I know some people got some issues with him, and I know I'm biased.
Well,
so I'm trying to curb
there's
my
no
bias.
issues with Wheeljack. He's a fantastic mold, but
I love it, but
we had him in Earthrise, and then to release him again with RC again. If you get the Toy Hacks decal on that guy, though, he's superb.
Wheeljack
yeah,
was in C in Earthrise, by the way.
Huh?
I'm sorry, Razz. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. Go ahead.
I was saying Wheeljack was in C in the Earthrise episode, by the way.
I'll throw him in B.
Yeah, I think he for the compared to the rest of the Kingdom line, I think a B.
Yeah, for a repack, I love it too. But
It's definitely an improvement over the Universe 2.0 or the Generations Wheeljack.
Yeah, I'm surprised he was a C for Earthrise. Wow.
Okay.
That's the competition.
Next, Danny.
I guess the transmutated Tigertron, I'll just put it in C as well with the Grimlock because I'm like, it's okay. I like it actually. I really like it in its beast mode. I was like making it be like Tony the Tiger and stuff, so that was entertaining. But
Oh shit, I'm premiering. Okay. Sorry. Got a notification. I have a video coming out right now.
Go to his channel right now. Forget about this. Move on. No, TFA, you're next.
I'm gonna go ahead and do Dinobot, and I'm gonna put him up in A.
Yeah.
A.
I
Not
think
good enough to be a S, but he's good as an A.
no. I think for a modern day take on the original character, as well as upscaling him from a deluxe or rather basic back from 1990 to or the 1990s to now, was an absolute excellent choice. The transformation isn't too involved, but it's enough to where it kind of flexes your brain a little bit. Beast mode has some issues, obviously. I mean, but what mode doesn't? You got to sacrifice one mode for another sometimes. And that robot mode is just, I can hear Scott McNeil's voice coming out of that.
Absolutely. Love it. It's a fantastic figure. And even if the alt mode has some issues with hiding parts, he's solid. Like once it's in Raptor mode, he's not moving. He's not tapping out. He's not.
Nothing's coming undone.
Yeah. Good call.
Okay, Razz.
Starscream in D. Not fun. You look at it and it's like,
Transformation.
Another Starscream.
Like, does anybody have Starscream and Skywarp? Are they exactly the same except for the weapons?
Yeah. I have both of them. They are literally just copy and paste, and it's weird without the weapons.
You know why I agree with this? I agree with this because it was one of the easiest passes of my life. It makes no sense at that size class to me. I don't think it looks good. I didn't even consider that Starscream. Didn't even consider it.
Yeah.
Okay, input.
Okay, I think it's time to be controversial again. I'm gonna grab Optimus Primal. And,
There's the
monkey,
leader and the little one.
No,
Wow, we have 3 Optimuses left. Wow, which one do you want? Or no, I mean which grade? But
I'm gonna put him in D.
Is this Primal?
yeah, D really?
Yes,
I thought he was a good figure.
I think the fact that the plastic on the upper body feels thin, and I have to wrap the plastic, kind of bend it out of the way to get itself out of the way to wrap around other pieces of plastic, terrifies me to transform it. And the thing is about a transformer is you shouldn't be put into a position to where you feel like the figure is going to break in order to enjoy the gimmick that it's sold upon, right? So,
yeah.
Plus, it's
Can
only
I use
132
one of
grams.
Input's objections against Input? Am I allowed to do?
No.
I do hate. You do make a very good point. Input. I do hate the whole the head transformation for robot and beast mode because like every time I feel like I'm gonna like try to force that thing to like pry open, I'm always worried that something's gonna snap or crack or something, and I just that aspect isn't fun. And also the hips and the feet, like the different material plastic that you mentioned, like it he feels fragile, but he does feel somewhat sturdy. It's just, it is kind of scary to transform him based on what they use.
Yep.
Okay. Gothbot. So you got core class and you got leader class. Optimus.
Is it only those two left?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Did somebody take Puffer earlier and put him up?
Yeah, they're all like up here in the row. Like,
okay. All right. Well, since I again skipped the core class and literally know nothing about it, I'm going to have to take the leader class. And I'll put it in A. And I'll put it in A because I do feel like, while I certainly feel like it was definitely overpriced at leader. I mean, we all know me and the price guy, right? I will say this. I mean, you know, there's so much that comes with him that makes him, at least for now, I'm going to say like a quintessential Optimus Prime. Now, to be fair,
yeah,
I mean, I wasn't able to get the actual Centurion pack, but I did get a resin copy of his huge blaster. I love his huge blaster. I don't care that it's too big for him. To be fair, I was sent the two Battle Masters that were part of the Netflix one. So like they go with him. And to be fair, I have a trailer that's not the trailer he comes with that I use with him. So I'm saying A, because I feel like the core himself is about as perfect as we're going to get. Plus, I did some custom paint on it. But I realized that for anybody who doesn't do all of that stuff, they might rank him lower. So I'm saying A with the realization that might get an objection.
Is there an objection? Because I don't really feel it. I feel like
no, I think A is good.
It's a re-release of Earthrise. I can't really say much.
Yeah. He's the best Optimus Prime will ever get mainline.
And I hope that
he's the Optimus Prime you deserve.
Yeah.
Danny.
Not the one we need.
Yeah, I just put it in in D, I guess, because like I like it less than the Soundwave, and yeah, I don't know. I don't care about those legend or the core ones or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so Gothbot has one objection. Or actually, everybody has one objection they can use right now. So we're going to start with Gothbot. What one figure do you want to move somewhere else?
Black Arachnia to F.
Black Arachnia to S.
I hate that thing so bad.
Yeah.
I bought it and I immediately said, what a waste of money. It's 38 grams. A Legends class was 35 grams. This is a Legends that was sold as a deluxe. Yes, it had more engineering, but the plastic is far too thin. I always feel like that center part that you got to kind of turn around is going to break. Everybody, I haven't, but I know almost everybody has broken that little tab off of her chest. She can't kick forward. I don't think it's a fun transformation. I don't think she looks good. I have her because I have no version of Black Arachnia, but I already want a new Black Arachnia because I hate that one that much.
Okay, but she wouldn't end up in F, Anthony, right? She was an A, so she'd be a C.
No. This is one move you can put anywhere you want.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Daniela Q Dolphin, your pick.
The only one that sticks out completely is just the whatever it is, the stupid Autobot ship. B, I'd say at best.
The Arc as a B. Okay,
that's fair.
Okay.
I mean, I think I like the idea of taking something like like something that's never done or from the comic and making it into a robot. I just think like the hips are ridiculous. It kind of stands out from the other ones like drastically. I know it's new, but I still
isn't that kind of the point though? If it's brand new, it's supposed to stick out.
I guess, but it just looks like a knockoff or something to me in robot mode. It just looks silly, but whatever. Maybe.
Okay. TFA, what is your move?
I'd probably put Transmutate up at C at least. I know people are kind of like thinking, like, okay, yeah, she's kind of trash because Transmutate never transformed or anything.
Bottom left.
But I enjoy the colors. I like the new idea that they found a way to give her a beast mode in a sense. And I mean, it's another cast of the Beast Wars characters. I mean, yeah, she was a one-off, but like still, it's like, you know, and also this was like it's a repaint of Paleotrix, and like I said, I love Paleotrix. So
I agree.
Okay.
Soundwave.
Yeah. Razz, where do you want to move something?
Well, I wanted to move Soundwave, but now Black Arachnia and F. I don't know. I'm gonna stick with Soundwave, and I'm gonna shove him in S, because he's our goddamn tape deck, and his transformation's fun. He's a good representation. He's the best core class. So just because he's the best core class character, the most popular, the hardest to find, the funnest to transform, that's where he goes.
Okay, input.
I was gonna say Soundwave. I was gonna move Soundwave as well. But I guess I'll take RC and throw her into A.
We finally won.
I was waiting because I was going to say input. You can only save RC or Black Arachnia. You can only save one. I was waiting to see which one you'd
That
say.
Black Arachnia one hurts me.
God, I hate that. I don't know why anybody likes that. It's so bad. It's such a bad mold, and it's so grossly overpriced. There's nothing good about it. She's not even the right colors. Like, there's no green accents on her. There's no purple accents on her. They couldn't even get the colors right. Like, no, she was... Everything about her is a failure to me.
I will say that she brings up an interesting question, right? Because Hasbro has gone on this pro show type of kick as of late, but when it came to the Beast Wars characters, it was, no, we're going to do what they would look like in real life instead of, like, as far as like sculpting and stuff goes, instead of giving the show priority, they went with a real life priority on the Beast characters. So I don't know. That was a weird decision to me. So
it was weird, but it was kind of cool because I guess like they were still kind of following away how beforehand they were doing like vehicles based on like real life stuff.
Yeah,
like the prior series, which I think probably was, I want to say Generations, like the 2010 Generations, because they did that with Wheeljack. They did that with a couple other Autobots.
Yeah. Well, I shouldn't say weird. I should say that it kind of flies in the face of what they're attempting to accomplish at this point, right? Because they want everything to be show accurate, but the Beast wasn't. I don't have a problem with it. I don't. I want Hasbro to get away from show accurate. I want them to be as experimental as they can possibly be. So,
well, they have Generation Selects. They're just failing to use that asset for some reason. Like, I've been preaching for years now. It's like they could easily do like Studio Series Generation Selects of like characters. Like, you got like you got pre-existing characters like Optimus and Bumblebee and all them. And then like there are opportunities where it's like with the modern day Sideways, you could do a Generation Selects Revenge of the Fallen toy Sideways.
Yeah.
You could do stuff like that. So it's like, if they would just find a way to take the ones that don't sell or they feel like they failed upon, and they found a way to re-release them for Generation Selects, like with Black Arachnia, make her into cartoon colors, and then just find a way to like make her work and then just re-release her, then, you know, there's a heart. Plus the Generation Selects is kind of an exclusive line / like Hasbro Pulse store exclusive type deal anyway. So it's like, if you wanted to get her, you could. If you didn't want to, you don't have to.
Right.
Okay, so we have about 10 minutes left, and I'm going to have Input lead this segment. So, Input, if you could kindly direct the traffic about the discussion pertaining to the reveals from Hasbro this past week.
Sure. What did they show this week?
Basically,
I don't remember either.
Bumblebee Sideways. Those
Studio Series RC is one of them too. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry. Studio Series 86 RC got revealed this week. In case you guys didn't know, and you guys haven't been brought up to the fast forward section on your VCR. VCR is what we used to watch movies on. In case you're super old or you're super young, you just didn't know. Studio 86 RC got revealed, and my opinion, keep your Earthrise, folks. Just
I will not.
But what you guys think of it? We'll start with the man, the most controversial man on this panel, the bot who's got it all, Mr. Gothbot, Dennis Moulton himself.
I love my Thrilling 30. I love how she incorporates, and I do see things here that I like. I tell you, I feel like from the waist up is Thrilling 30. I feel like from the waist down is kind of Earthrise, and that's not hateful to me. I tell you, the one part of her that bothers me, that they have waffles on her thighs. Why didn't you just fill that in and just have it be a completely round leg like it was with the Thrilling 30? There's no hollowness there. And I'm not usually a hollowness guy. Like, I don't usually kind of give a crap about that. But in this case, I feel like it's very jarring. Otherwise, I think she got promise.
All right. Danny, we're going to pass Gothbot's Echo over to the Dolphin herself. See what I did there?
What were the figures again that came out?
So we're talking about Studio 86 RC right here. So what are your thoughts on this terrible looking figure?
Like, I just thought, like,
January. What kind of bullcrap is that?
Like, what did they do? They just changed the feet? That's what I was trying to figure out.
No, it kind of looks like it's like a mashup. It's like a mashup of like Thrilling 30 and Earthrise, and it just...
She's fantastic. But sorry, guys, I have to go. I'm sorry. And because we're going to the theater to see something. So my wife just called twice on my phone. So anyway,
listen to the wife, man. Listen to the wife.
Yeah, listen to the wife, because she tolerates all this beautiful plastic crack. So
absolutely,
but it's been an absolute pleasure. I'm really happy to have been able to participate. Anthony, I'll let you know if I become available for next week. And thanks to what's his name? Hold on. Brian Emmons, who's in the chat. He just subscribed to my channel. So thank you. So thanks. And tune in tomorrow at 4 p.m. for my interview with John Machida Jr. Thank you. And see you later, guys.
Good meeting you.
You know, what did Gothbot say about this? He didn't like it, right? Or
all right, so the question is here, what do you guys think of this terrible looking RC figure? We'll start with Gothbot himself. Gothbot, what are your thoughts on this figure?
I think she got promised. She looks all right. She's going to obliterate that crap Earthrise one.
Yeah. Like Gothbot just said, I totally agree with him, folks. Keep your Earthrise RC figure and pass on this one. Passing it over to the Lady Dolphin herself. What do you think of this terrible RC?
I thought it was a repack, so I'm like, but now I do see it slightly different. I know, I'm whatever. I'm gonna buy like 5 of them and just put them.
You're gonna buy it, you're gonna lick it, and you're gonna say, "Oh, this tastes great," and less filling. And
they banned my licking videos on YouTube, though. They said I can't post them there anymore.
That sounds about right.
I know. I was like, damn it! Every time I try to come up with something original,
I go to some of those dark places.
Yeah. But you can find it on Instagram.
TFA, the Transformer addict himself. That's right, injected straight into the man's veins. What do you think about this RC figure?
I think they found a good merger of taking 2 elements from 2 totally different RC molds and melding them together into like this monotony of an RC. I'm really excited for her. I love the vehicle mode the most. The robot mode has some issues, but again, what RC figure doesn't have issues in robot mode, honestly? I mean, yeah, even T30 had a little bit, but like not too bad. So it's cool to see such like an aged mold still be incorporated, and then also finding a way to use modern day assets. So it kind of helps their budget.
Does the backpack come off still or no?
It folds up under her back entirely. I think they don't use a peg anymore. They use kind of like a double hinge.
Yeah, so it doesn't come off. Wow.
And it doesn't look like it.
Interesting.
I will say that if that backpack could come off, like if I know. Shut up about Earthrise. I know, I get it. But I really honestly think that if this figure had the same gimmick that the Earthrise figure did, I think this figure would be better than the Earthrise figure, because I do like the robot mode here a lot better, especially like the waist up. I do like the way it's sculpted more. But to me, I just see essentially a re-release of Earthrise again. You know, it's just
input. Look. Here's Mike just said it perfectly. Our buddy Mike just said it perfectly. The fact that they made this RC tells me they screwed up with the Earthrise mode.
Okay, so I'm going to address that real quick. Hasbro, as a Transformers community, Hasbro is up against a juggernaut in the fandom, because everybody criticizes backpacks, This is terrible. Look at the size of the backpack.
backpack.
Look at the size of the backpack. Look at it. Look at it. It's so terrible. The figure sucks because the backpack's the size of my house. And then Hasbro said, well, then just take it off. Look what we did. Now you can take it off. And the fandom's like, this is the worst figure ever. You can't transform. We don't know what we want.
Here's the bottom line when it comes to the fan appeal with everything. It's always going to be a mixed bag. And there are always going to be the elitists who are going to be like, well, my opinion is right. Yours is wrong. Hasbro screwed up, blah, blah, blah. And it's like,
but I'm not criticizing the backpack.
No,
There's
I'm not saying in general,
they're just taking the whole thing and cramming up under the soap dish and saying it's a transformer. It's the laziest engineering they've ever done. And then here in Canada, they tried to sell it for $35. It's a ripoff.
But then let me ask you this, and let me ask everybody about Earthrise, about this RC figure. When they did this for Beast Wars, why is some of those Beast Wars figures the most beloved toys in Transformers history, and most of them are shell formers? They get away with it, but RC, why does the fandom not let RC get away with it?
Because people want the perfect RC based on her Sunbow model, and that's basically non-realistic.
Not for me. I'll go back again. The issue isn't the shell forming. The issue is that she doesn't transform. And guess what? Thrilling 30 did. The robot incorporates into the vehicle. This doesn't incorporate into the vehicle. It's just crammed up underneath it. I would rather when they and I just like yesterday I just put up animated Blur and done a review of that. Talk about a throwback. And part of what I said that I loved was that his body is incorporated into the vehicle. That's all I wanted. I just wanted the body incorporated into the vehicle. Give me that, and I'm a happy camper.
But how much
before we're done here though, because I know we're all on the whole Earthrise RC and input having to defend.
I'd like to talk about the rest of the wave.
I do want to ask people's thoughts before we go about something that kind of was revealed today, like just before we sort of came on here. And I'll say possibility, core class legacy Shockwave. Anybody? I'm not. I was ripped off with Siege, and that's the last Shockwave I'll ever buy.
I think this is definitely one of those cases where I think if this figure would have come out, you know, in Siege or Earthrise or something, along with like the Megatron and the core Soundwave and the Starscream and stuff, I would have asked that question about this figure. What's the point? You know,
exactly. Yeah.
And I still ask that question because we did just get the Bumblebee in '86, the Bumblebee Shockwave, right? So it's just, to me, it's kind of like the same way that I feel about the '86 RC is like they're milking these characters, these G1 designs. Now I feel like they're starting to milk the characters a lot more because they see how well the Legends scale stuff for third party is selling. So Hasbro wants to get into that market as well. So I feel like they're trying to build up their, I guess, people's collection if they want Legends scale. Now Hasbro's in the Legends scale game. I don't know. Shockwave is definitely, I'll most likely pass on this guy unless I find him in clearance for like $5 or something like that. But I can't spend $12 on this figure. I just can't.
I'll give it a chance if I ever see it, but I don't have any interest in picking it up. But then again, I'm also kind of a completionist, and I like to give everything a chance. So I'm not one to complain. I'm a very simple man.
Yeah, I'm done giving Hasbro chances. They failed enough, thanks.
Okay, so wrapping up that Love Fest, let's go around. First off, because Razz had to leave, you can find, again, a link to his channel in the description. Also, don't forget, tomorrow at 4 p.m. on his channel is his interview with John Machida Jr. So if you like fast-talking guys, that's the place to go. So starting with Gothbot, please, again, introduce yourself. Let people know where they can find you.
Sure. I'm easy man to find. You can Google me. Absolutely anywhere. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. Of course, I'm here. There's the Gothbot Facebook page. I'm around like 20 odd groups. I mod and min a bunch of them. If you were to ask me now offhand what my like actual addresses are for like Instagram, Twitter, I don't know what they are. I just go in and do the things. I don't know what the addresses are. I got all that saved. I got all that like saved in my phone. I don't sign into none of that. I don't know what it is. Google me, find me. Simple as that.
So he's a very simple modern man who's just up on technology. Awesome.
No.
Okay, Danny.
Yeah, the safest place to find me is on YouTube and Instagram, I guess. Just OMG Danny Dolphin, and yeah, you can Google me too, but just be careful where you click.
I love that Danny always says the safest place to find me, and I always think, where are those unsafe places?
You don't want to know.
Discussion for another time on a different channel. Input.
You guys can find me over on my 2 YouTube channels. The one where I show off my customs and show you guys how to make those customs if you guys want to make them as well. I'm not stingy with that information at all whatsoever. I also take commissions. If you guys don't feel comfortable making the figures, hit me up on Instagram and I'll make them for you. So you guys can find all of that over on my toy review channel, Inputs Reviews and Customs, and you guys can find my stop motion series over at In-Put 2.0, one word, where I just wrapped up my deep cover series and I'm working on the sequel, Yellow Jacket, which the prelude or the prologue, whatever you want to call it, just dropped 2 days ago. It's about 3 minutes long, so it won't take you that long to watch. But while you're there, don't forget to go back and watch a deep cover, all 6 episodes. Take you about maybe 30 to 45 minutes.
Okay, TFA.
Once again, I'm TFA 1024, the TF Addict. You can find me here on YouTube and Instagram. And if you don't want to go through all that hassle, I recently just made a link tree. So if you want to just find a more easier method to find me, go ahead and use that link tree link. Anthony, I'll send a link to that so you can put it in the description afterwards.
I don't even know what a link tree is, but okay.
It's a very useful resource for content creators. I'll say
Yeah,
that.
because like if you're on Instagram or whatever, you have a link tree instead of just one of your Instagrams or Twitter. You press the link tree and it goes to a page with all your stuff, like the old days, like a portal to like all your.
It
stuff.
uses Windows, like HTML Windows.
Dude, that's sick.
I got some trees in the yard.
But anyway, I don't think content aside from that live stream for mental health on the TF Reviewers channel is probably going to be the only thing I'll be working on if I feel mentally up to it. I don't know if people can tell, but I've been struggling today. So, and also Divided Mind. I'm going to try to work on that as well. I don't know. I'll save the personal stuff, but yeah, YouTube, Instagram, also my collection and TF news page, which I have not even started yet. That's going to be the TF Addict on Instagram. Please feel free to follow me there. And I have a Facebook page, but I also don't use that either. But yeah, that's where you can find me. Hope to continue to see more TF Addicts join and share the love of Transformers and inject it right into your veins, as Input put earlier.
Okay, so just a reminder, next week on Saturday, June 4th, 2022 at 6 p.m., we will be doing the Shattered Glass 3D Series 86 store exclusive lines. We do periodically catch them in each of these 3 previous videos, but I think there's more focus on Buzzwordy Bumblebee coming up. Already set up for is T Fan Page 101, Danny Dolphin, Input, Soundwave 8084, and TFA. So they will be the guests or panelists for next week. Please remember to like and subscribe to everybody you see here. And thank you all for watching. And again, check out everybody's links via the description. Plus, you can go to TF Reviewers website and check out even their social media because everything's listed there. And if you do create your own tier list, please post that in the comments once the video has been posted. And thank you all for watching. Thanks for everybody for attending the panel. And we'll see you guys next week.
Take care, everyone.